Let's see a quick recap of yesterday's presentation, ma'am. So firstly, we're gonna start with why this project. It will be the most important. Like if you want to do a project from an intermediate to advanced level, we need to uh, connect. Yes, ma'am. So how HTTP works? We actually know what is HTTP. It's a hypertext transfer protocol. We can see that resources are being exchanged. Like if we send a request to get any information, to ask for any information or data, so the server automatically it operates and it gives the proper resources needed back to us. It means our request will be fulfilled in that. It may be any kind of data, for example, images, text, or text layout, or it can be if you want to browse any data on the internet also, you can have these kind of applications. It's a very basic level of working of HTTP. Second one is MQTT. So MQTT is a lightweight publish subscribe machine. It's a machine network protocol in which what we does means, for example, we can take a publisher and a subscriber. Let's take an example of working in IoT because we have so many machines working in IoT such as home automations or air quality monitors or automatic water tank filler indicators, etc. So let's take an example of water tank filler. So if the water tank is complete, like if it is full, automatically an alarm or a buzzer or any beep sound or any uh, like LED bulb blowing up, such kind of indications may be given out. So if a publisher is like publisher can be any sensor and any controller, any bulb we have discussed. So in that case, if that senses something output, like senses an output, it will automatically lead to the subscriber that it sends the messages to the subscriber that it has been done. The work you have assigned, the program you have been, or is the command you have been inserted was operated. So it is up to its mark so that the public subscriber can know what's happening after that. So these kind of examples are applied in the IoT systems as our in our embedded systems and IoT domain. These kind of examples are can be these kind of applications can be fulfilled by using MQTT. So it works like a mediator or a broker between the publisher and subscriber. So when published messages are to be like when the subscribed messages are to be delivered to the subscriber, that publisher establishes a connection between the operation which has to be done and the thing which is being operated. So that whenever it receives a message like from the sensor or any controller, it will just lead to the subscriber. Like, it will just deliver to the subscriber that this message has been, the work has been done or the work has been undone like that. And third one is TCP, Transmission Control Protocol. So this Transmission Control Protocol is a communication standard. It has a different layers of operation. So firstly, which kind of operation we need to be transferred or what kind of information is to be computed or which device or which network want to exchange the data is discussed here. For example, if we see there is an application layer at the top, after the transport layer, then internet layer, and after that network access layer. So from the top to bottom, we can see that uh, it will send the packets of data across the internet to the receiver from the sender. Over networks, it will be done. And how it is working means it will break down message into different parts. As we have seen above, there are different layers. Uh, as such, it will just deliver the message into different parts. For example, it will send an email if you want, or if we want to just take the data or receive the data, it will just send into emails or any for any receiver. It will break the total messages into different small parts, and finally that small parts are also called as packets that can be delivered to the destination successfully. In this kind of network sharing protocol, the TCP works like this. And the last one is UDP, User Datagram Protocol. Here, receiver requests a message from the sender. It asks a message from the sender. Automatically, sender sends the responses. So there are no such any acknowledgements or any kind of reports that I have received the message from receiver. Will not get anything. Also, this is so much time sensitive that it automatically operates in the very less time possible. So that the main difference lies here between TCP and UDP. In TCP, the receiver acknowledges for every other message, like for each and every message, it will acknowledge to the TCP sender that Like for every each and every message, it will acknowledge. But coming to Unity, it will not like that. It will not work like that. It will directly receive the messages and automatically the responses will be transferred as per the clock cycles. And here we can see in the diagram, the similar thing is explained. The receiver is sending request. After that, sender is automatically sending all the responses that it has to be sent. And how it is working means in the same way only. It doesn't feature like a handshake between the sender and receiver because there is no handshake or there is no communication between sender and receiver once after the operation started. Because only before the starting of operation, it is asking for a request. After that, that request asking is also one of the major step in the process. So that will be the first step. Second step will be automatically getting responses and uh, sender's duty is to send the responses without any break because it is so much time sensitive. Also, by having these kind of protocols, we can ensure that there is even sensitive information can be transferred because there is no delay in time, uh, so that there is no chance of occurring any interference of other any other unwanted communication. Also, we can say that receiver may not have such kind of out of order or any technical glitches such that because if we make any clock pulses or suppose if we give a delay of 1,000 milliseconds or any 100 milliseconds like that, it will have a chance of interference of any other communications or any communication lines or any other data being transferred in between. Even though even though in the transmission control protocol we can have that acknowledgements, right? In that acknowledgements also, if we provide time delay like that, it will be there are some chances of occurring any unwanted data transferring. But while coming to this UDP, uh, there are no data. Any interference of data in between, which is unwanted. So we can end with the advantages and the real-time applications of this project, which are mentioned in the presentation. Yes. Was my screen visible, ma'am? Are you able to see the advantages slide?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So what are the advantages of working like coordinating this Arduino along with all these network protocol devices? So there are so much advantages. The very first thing is not much knowledge is required because whatever the network we take, it may be Ethernet or any Modbus or any Wi-Fi, we are making as we seen in the circuit diagram. We have mentioned only few connections. In while coming to Modbus, we are even using two three methods. Like for only two three connections are there from RX to BX, TX to RX, and ground to ground. There are only three connections such that we can make a circuit by using the configuration of Modbus with Arduino. Similarly, for Wi-Fi also, we can have two kind of frequencies. Any kind of frequency can be connected to the Arduino board. The same things can be worked as per our requirement. Also for Ethernet also, the LAN cables can be connected, or the connections of Arduino A0, A1 pins, digital and analog pins can be connected. So for all these network protocols, we can just easily connect by just having knowledge on Arduino. So this is an advantage that we can even proceed with any new kind of projects we want in future. So even with like even with the previous knowledge of Arduino boards and the basic knowledge about these networking protocols, one can easily develop projects based on these topics. And it is fairly low cost, we know that. And depending upon the shields we need. For example, Ethernet shield means there are so many versions in that. So depending upon that, the shields will cost. And there are a lot of sketches and shields available in this. Like there are so many shields available. There are so many versions. We can go with the cheaper one if our project is domestic, or if our project is a team project, or if you want to use it for a research like that of purposes, we can proceed with even more cost. So it will totally depend upon our own requirement. And no external programmer or any power supply needed because of also as we are connecting all the requirements in the Arduino board itself. So there are no any external programming or programmers required here. Also, everything has some disadvantages too. Let's go with disadvantages. It will have only limited memory. We have already seen in the Wi-Fi processor and all that the RAM is having 4 KB like that. So if we want external memory, we need to transfer the data into any pen drive or any PC or laptop. We can just transfer the data and store it. Also, by using data loggers, we can save only 1 bit per time. So storing only 1 bit per time after that operation, if you want to store another bit, we need to we need to store the data, or else if we need to delete the data, or else we need to transfer the data if we need that in future purposes. So that may be the disadvantage. And processing power is also, it takes small time to process the operation, because if the power is if the after power supply has been given, the all the networks are to be connected, all the pins, all the terminals which are connected to be interfaced at the same time. So even if one connection is missed, means the power processing, the input voltage receiving will take some time. And there are limited support for some communication protocols. We have seen so many versions are increasing. Even if we take in Ethernet, uh, not all the Ethernet cables or not all the versions of Ethernet are available in today's world, because it has been evolved so much. We are using Wi-Fi or any so many wireless protocols have introduced later. So we may not get all the parts, or if we want to go with the traditional method. And limited real-time performance. We can see real-time applications are there, but even now so many this is one of the rare kind of projects we haven't seen. We have seen certain applications also, but they are limited when compared to other softwares. And there are no features. Suppose there are no password enable, end-to-end encrypted things like that. Anyone can operate this, and there is limited precision. If we operate the same thing again and again, we may not get the same value. Like the same operation also they get deviated if we operate it for the next time, like for second and third time. So it may be lead to limited precision. And scalability also, it will just uh, have the less scalability when compared to other things. And these are the real-time applications. We can make home automation projects, reading data from internet projects, and rotating LED display, receiving and sending messages. We can see this. These two are from the Wi-Fi. By using Wi-Fi coordination with Arduino, we can proceed. And rotating LED display or reading, sending and receiving messages are from GSM, which is the global system for mobile communication, and building web servers, converting any MKR board into Modbus. It can be used by using a Modbus coordination with Arduino, and implementing RS-485 service can be, sorry, interface can be, it can be done with Ethernet configuration with Arduino. And finally, what we conclude is we have seen in this project. So we can see that different simulations are done, and we have seen different communication protocols in which we can know how to send, receive data from external sources over the network. So if we see, we can have a lot of applications in the future also. We can know which kind of protocol has to be connected with Arduino, even though there are a lot of methods, which method has to be connected, which method has to be used for particular application. So those are all the important applications, important things to be known in this project. By this project, we have seen that how many networking protocols are there in today's world, what are the versions, what are the specifications, how each and everything works, and how they are to be connected to the Arduino. Also, we have seen that each and every like Wi-Fi, Ethernet, Modbus, or GSM, which have so many methods of their working. For example, if we take Wi-Fi, it has infrastructure mode, like general purpose mode. There are so many modes. So in which mode it will be work? What are the modes we are using in for different applications? Those kind of things also, like we have been aware of those things after looking into this project. Also, if you want to connect Arduino to some other project other than these protocols, even if you want to use another protocol, for example, SIM 800. We have seen SIM 900 from GSM. So we can proceed with SIM 800 by this reference. So these kind of things can be helpful by looking into this project. And what is the future scope of this? So we can see that Arduino or GSM module, it can be like it is started when the network is in the second generation, right? So it can be even more improved as we are in the fifth generation now. The fifth generation is also like so many people are using even fifth generation. It has been into the application. So we can reduce the volume necessary, or we can reduce the control necessary by even more increasing technology. So if the technology will be upgraded even more, means we can have even more control, even more precision. What are the different disadvantages we have seen before? Less stability, less scalability, less precision, limited real-time applications. Those are all can be improved by having upgraded technologies with that. Also, these Arduino connections with these networking protocols gives a vast number of applications in IoT, as we have seen home automation, water tanking, indicators, etc. So these are all the IoT-based applications. So with these kind of projects, you can have a lot of rise in IoT applications also.
not only the previously connected devices or previously connected circuits which we are using currently for IoT, we can also replace those previous technologies with these kind of new technologies by connecting Arduino board or any other microcontroller to the networking protocols. So we have seen here, especially Modbus is used to enable the communication between IoT devices sensors. We are using a lot of circuits of IoT today, but we can even upgrade that with this Modbus or any Ethernet, whatever it may be, we can replace that, we can make it even more faster, we can make it even more efficient. So these are all future applications for this project, and these are the different websites that I have used for this project. You can ask me if you have any questions. Thank you so much for providing me this opportunity.
Okay, so are you completed with your presentation?
Ma'am, I'm unable to hear you.
Wait, now am I audible? Am I audible to you? From my side, it's fine.
You are not audible, ma'am.
I'm not audible. Wait, let's see. Still now I'm not audible? Hello? Am I not audible? Hello? I am not audible to you, Kanchana? Oh, I just don't know what is happening. From my side, mic is working. Now please respond. Am I audible now? Because mic is working from my side. Um, see, I just don't know what is happening. But mic is working.
Ma'am, I'm joining with my mobile also, so that I don't know what happened.
Recording in progress.
Now see, now am I audible to you?
Yeah, ma'am, yeah. Maybe it's on my side, I'm sorry.
Yeah, actually, that is only that mic is working. Yeah, so your presentation was quite good and detailed presentation, as you always give. Like your all presentation I have taken, it's quite detailed. Means that it really seems that you have a good understanding what you are going and learning on your projects. Okay. So any other questions you want to ask? And are you clear with the process now? Once your probation period will complete, you will get information on your intent tracker that you are eligible for paid internship. Then you can request for probation letter there. So there Neha ma'am, who is HR of a company, will contact to you. She will go through some personal details and like any interview process type, and then she will tell you that whatever will be the further steps. Okay, so any other doubt, anything else?
Yeah, ma'am, actually, I'm having like my presentation, additional communication skills, or like 68, 67, those are in the border of 70. So I know, I was thinking like, if it crosses 70, then the probation will be completed, right?
Sorry, actually your voice is echoing. You close one of your mic, I guess.
Let me just close it in my I'll leave the meeting in my
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, now it's clear.
What I'm asking is, as of now, my presentation, communication, and additional scores are like 68, 67, and one is 71 among them. So if all of them crosses 70, then I'll be available, like eligible for paid internship, right, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Okay, so we
Thank you
wrap
so
up
much.
our session. Okay, okay. Welcome.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much for conducting today, ma'am. Actually,
Yeah, yeah, no problem. Actually, I don't know what happened yesterday, but
yeah,
I tried to resolve it, but it didn't happen. And no mobile data
uh,
also worked. So that is. So we don't have any more interns. So we wrap up our session here. Thank you so much, everyone.